my job responsibilities are to manage a staff of however many coaches that we have at this current time. We have basketball, volleyball, so we have about 4 sports, but have over 7 teams because we cover 6th grade through 12th grade, or 6th grade, middle school, and then high school. So I manage a staff of probably about 12 adults, and then manage the staff of students, not staff of students, but the student athletes, which is over 100 student athletes, making sure that grades are taken care of. And now that we have a senior class, also getting them prepared and introducing scholarships through the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Also, make sure I do tournament management, as well as program management, game management, what we're doing for the game, consult with the booster club, consult with the principal booster club, letting them know what is needed in athletics. So there's a great bit of responsibility that takes place throughout the day for athletic directors, scheduling, rescheduling, even talking to student athletes in regards to their discipline or non-discipline and moving forward. Typical day is I first come in, get situated, of course. I check my schedule on the wall to see what events we have planned for the day, see what is going on in high school, since I do monitoring position. And then from there, I find out if we need any buses, check for referees to make sure that by the evening, everything is ready to go. May even have to check with a coach, make sure the coach is aware of whether or not we have half a days or if we're out of school. And then from there, I check my emails and then try to respond to as many as possible. If there's nothing else pressing in the school on the monitoring end. And then I also have another responsibility. I'm actually president of the Michigan Metro Athletic Conference, which is the league that we have about 14 schools in that league. So I also check that email to make sure that everybody is on page. How is all the athletic directors doing? And is it something that we need to discuss at our next meeting or to speak on an issue that may have took place already? Are the interaction and meeting of a lot of young people and seeing their talents and their efforts to make something happen for themselves, and just seeing them accomplish something new. Sometimes they come into it and never tried a sport in their life, and then all of a sudden find out they're good at it, or I don't like it, or I don't want to do it. So that might be a negative when they really find out that they can't do it, or it's just something they don't like. The other positive is when they go to school. We believe here, I believe firmly in academics. And so it's scholar athletes, not just athletes. So when they get that opportunity to go to college, whether they get an athletic scholarship or just the opportunity on academics to go, knowing they played a sport, because sometimes a sport is what keeps a kid to keep their grades up, at least definitely decent grades, anything above a 2.5, above a 2.8. And so you're almost guaranteeing a student an opportunity to go on and advance to a higher level of education. Those are the greatest, more positive attributes and things to this job. Seeing those goals fulfilled, seeing kids go to school regardless. And then it's when they get to college, they can always decide later, oh, maybe I will try this. Also, the development of leaders. Sports develop leaders. Sports develop character in young people, how to be a team, maybe even how to be individual, set individual goals and team goals. So they learn how to become productive. We also have community service here, not just for school, but even in our athletic programs. So they also have to become part of the community and do something to better their community while they're doing athletics. And so those are all the positives right there. And you also, so a negative is the amount of time that you probably have to spend away from your family. The other negative is when you have a student that just doesn't seem to make eligibility and you have to tell them no. Or when a student get hurt and that's the end of their career and they haven't even began a career. This is just in high school. And to see them not be able to accomplish something they really want to do, that is a negative. When you have to tell a kid, man, I know you're wonderful in it, but until you get your grades, you can't do it. Or I had an injury this year, and the student was like, I'm fine, I really can go back. I spent 2 weeks out. You're done for the year, young man. And that's really hard to tell a student that loves the game and now has to figure out some other stuff to do because this might have been the only thing they had. So for me, those are the negatives. Family and telling the kid those things. The positives are seeing the rewards at the end for students.
You ready? Let's go!